So glad you could join us today. Here it is, Report Day. It's Tuesday. We get the WASDE report out at noon Eastern time today. We'll have full coverage right here, and we thank you for joining us. Well, let's get you updated on our grain market activity. We'll start with the corn, and our quotes are provided by Bar Chart. We have December corn just as quiet as a mouse. We have it down, well, now it's back to unchanged at 551.5, so it had been one tick lower, and I even scared that away. March now up 1/4 cent at 561.25, and now it's back to unchanged at 561. Well, maybe I better move on to soybeans and see if anything is moving. Soybean trade has January a whole penny higher. That's exciting. It's at 11.89.5. And we're still trading about 3.5 cents off of our overnight high. So not much going on there either in advance of the reports today. Now on the wheat. In Chicago wheat, we have December trading a penny lower at 7.67. That's a dime off of our overnight high, though. So we had some pretty decent gains overnight, and that's all gone. Kansas City December now a penny and a half lower at 7.79.25. And here you're about 8 cents off of our overnight high. And, you know, we're only one tick from our new low of the day. Well, in Minneapolis Wheat, you have December now quoted 8 1/4 higher, though, at 10.17 per bushel. That would be about 8.5, 9 cents off of its earlier low this morning, and now we're within 4 cents of our high. March is up 8 cents as well. In the cotton trade, we have December now quoted at 117.32 cents per pound, and that would be up 77 points on the day so far. We have been keeping tabs on this oats market lately. Big sharp sell-offs here yesterday and then overnight again, and now December oats only down 3.5 cents. What a comeback. 7.20 is the last trade, now 18 cents off of its earlier low from this morning. Well, we have Ben Hushon on the line. He's with the mill in Whitehall, Maryland, and always love talking with Ben about conditions in the Mid-Atlantic region each week. So what are the farmers up to? I'm guessing they're probably still working on some soybeans maybe?
Good morning, Marlin. We have had what I'd have to term an unbelievable harvest week since we talked last week. Last week when we were talking, we were having heavy frost every morning, but they have ended. In fact, right now, I think we're in the mid-60s. Feels like a really nice September day, but it's November. The combines are rolling. Weather still looks good through the weekend, so guys aren't spending much time talking unless you hop in the cab and ride with them.
You know, the video that you had sent in earlier, I mean, those look like some really good soybeans out there. What kind of yields are you looking at on an average out in that area?
You know, it's all over the place. And, for instance, the beans, the video I sent in, those were double crop beans planted July 7th, which is about as late. You know, you can get on into the 15th if you want and still get pretty good beans, but they were farm averaging 60. Well, sometimes our full season beans struggle to farm average 60. So we've had an exceptional growing season for almost anything we were growing in this area. And I know one of the things you mentioned last week about farmers and fertilizer prices, etc. One of the reactions, we've had a little soil temps are still good for planting wheat. November, you start thinking you're not going to plant wheat in our community. Soil temperatures are still good. And the price this morning I checked for next harvest is $7.76. So that's one of the ways people in our community are looking to kind of combat the high fertilizer prices is move to wheat, less fertilizer, and a really, really good price next summer.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that's going to be an ongoing theme as we get into next year's growing season and the preparation for it, because I hear so much talk about that, of a potential shift in acres, and there's going to be a lot of shuffling of crops and their acreage this coming year. I'm glad you brought that up. Ben, all the best to you and everybody around there as they continue their harvest and come toward that finish line. Ben Hushon of the mill, he's in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll take a quick pause, and when we come back, we'll take a look at our livestock trade here on a Tuesday right after this.